up? It's your girl Anna Talks Wrestling here. Welcome to my channel. Lace up your boots, hit the subscribe and like button, and let's get ready to dive deep into everything pro wrestling. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about WWE Elimination Chamber and my official rating for the amazing PLE that we had. I am going to give this my highest rating yet, and it is 1 through 10. I have to say, that was an incredible show. Okay, I have so much to say, so much emotion, so much passion about this. So that being said, great job, WWE. You nailed this one. Absolutely killed it. It was phenomenal. So that being said, you have earned a magnificent 9.2 rating for the Elimination Chamber of 2025. Now, I know this rating is rather high compared to what I normally give. I don't even think I've given any other PLEs even a 5 out of 10, let alone a 9.2 out of 10. I mean, there was so much in this show, and I'm not gonna lie, after the previous PLEs and rating them, after Raw's debut on Netflix even, that was supposed to be so big, the Royal Rumble, I mean, I was getting a little bit concerned about Paul Levesque, Triple H's era, in controlling everything for the WWE, having the creative control that is. And I was a little bit worried because I'm like, okay, this is not how I thought, and most people thought that Paul Levesque, Triple H's era was gonna go. I was pretty disappointed by it, but I have to say, wow, Triple H, you have just saved yourself. This was freaking awesome. This is how a PLE is supposed to be. I mean, this PLE is going to go down in history as one of the greatest, and I mean one of the greatest PLEs that has ever happened in the history of pro wrestling. Not even just a PLE. I mean, a wrestling show, a wrestling storyline, the characters. I mean, John Cena freaking turned heel, for crying out loud, after being the ultimate babyface for 20 plus years. That alone is freaking insanity. It's comparable to back when Hulk Hogan turned from the ultimate babyface, turned heel, and then the NWO was created when he joined Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. I mean, when was the last time we've had something like this happen? This is freaking insanity. I can't even wrap my head around this. And also talk about Jade Cargill for a second here. Jade Cargill came out. We all thought, well, I didn't at least, but I think a lot of people thought Liv Morgan or Raquel were Jade Cargill's attacker. However, it happened to possibly 99.99% be Naomi. However, there was something interesting happening in that chamber. Look at that chamber when Jade Cargill entered. What did Bianca Belair do when Jade entered? She literally took her coat off for who knows what reason, exchanged looks with Naomi, and they were kind of sketchy about Jade Cargill returning. Why were they so worried about Jade returning if neither one of them attacked Jade Cargill? Does that even make sense? I would have to say absolutely not. There is definitely something fishy. I still see people saying, no, absolutely not. It is not Naomi. Okay, then what about Bianca Belair? Is it her? Are they really going to turn Bianca Belair heel? Is this the time to turn Bianca Belair heel? I mean, I would say absolutely freaking yes. Why not turn the EST into the baddest heel that there ever has been in the women's division? Come on, let's do that. I mean, she's the greatest, the fastest, the strongest, and she is the toughest. So why not have her turn heel to face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 41? That was her attacker. I mean, that would make plenty of sense, right? Lastly, let's not forget that Randy freaking Orton returned at the Elimination Chamber and attacked Kevin Owens, because if you remember, Kevin Owens was the reason that Randy Orton was even out and injured. So, that makes perfect sense. Are they setting this up for WrestleMania 41? 3 really, really, really big things happened at the WWE Elimination Chamber. So, let's go ahead and dive deep into this, the actual night, right? First up, let's talk about that Women's Elimination Chamber. As I said, as soon as it started, everybody was in their pods. Who came out? Jade Cargill. She came over. She swerved us. We thought maybe, okay, she was going to attack Liv Morgan. Nope, she went right for Naomi. Why she did, we have yet to find out. Has Naomi been framed by Bianca Belair or somebody else potentially? That's where the tricky part comes. Like, was it Naomi? Was it Bianca Belair? There's not many options left. It was not Liv Morgan and Raquel. We can throw that out. I mean, Liv Morgan obviously was just worried because she's over there laughing at the fact that Jade got attacked. And she's like, yeah, maybe it could have been us. Who cares? Whatever. Because that's just how Liv Morgan does things. So that makes sense. But the real question is here, who is going to turn heel? If Naomi happens to turn heel, that would be insane. I mean, do remember that she actually didn't get to participate in the Elimination Chamber due to Jade coming out and attacking her. Which makes perfect sense. So immediately Naomi is out of the Elimination Chamber. That's gone. Okay, she's unable to complete that Elimination Chamber. So next, who do we look at? Bianca Belair. Okay, as this Elimination Chamber goes on, we are thinking, okay, the 2 biggest possible winners here has to be Bianca Belair or Liv Morgan. We obviously saw that Bianca won. Let's go through who eliminated who, okay? We had Bayley, who was eliminated by Liv Morgan. That makes sense. Bayley, I'm sorry, she is not in the main event picture, nor should she be in the main event picture. So it makes perfect sense for Liv Morgan to eliminate her. Does that mean they're going to have a future feud? I don't really see that happening. Then we see that Alexa Bliss is yet again eliminated by Liv freaking Morgan. I mean, come on. She was eliminated by Liv Morgan at the Royal Rumble, now at the Elimination Chamber. When are they going to cut Alexa Bliss a break? Are we serious right now? Obviously, Alexa Bliss has to go on to face Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 41 in Vegas this year to beat Liv Morgan, to finally get her revenge for taking away Alexa's chance to get her spot at WrestleMania 41 for the Women's Championship. I mean, Liv Morgan just keeps getting in the way. So this makes perfect sense as they're building so much tension between those two. This has to be setting up Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss for WrestleMania 41. There's no shot they don't take this. I mean, we have the Judgement Day and we have the Wyatt 6. We need to make this happen for WrestleMania 41. This feud needs to happen. Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, these two factions would be so great going at each other. And then, of course, Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss's personalities are just going to do so freaking great. This would be one of the best storylines they can honestly tell for the women's division going on right now. Real quick, let's mention Tiffany Stratton and Trish beating Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. This one wasn't really a big deal. I kind of just felt like this match was just there because it was Trish and a way to get her into a match and make the PLE feel even more special. It was cool to see her and Tiffany team up. That was great. Next up, we also should mention Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. We saw that Kevin Owens got a win against Sami Zayn. I am so thrilled about this because Kevin is right, as you know. And so he 100% deserved this win. And then for Randy Orton to come out and attack Kevin Owens, like I said, this 100% has to be leading to a WrestleMania 41 match between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, especially considering the fact that Randy Orton was out and injured due to Kevin Owens attacking him. So this was a really good way to set this up. So we had a massive return from Randy Orton and Jade Cargill right there. That's 2 crazy returns. I freaking love it. Definitely want to see Randy Orton and Kevin Owens get into it. Have some promo battles coming up to WrestleMania 41 because those two would be a great matchup, not just on the mic, but also in the ring. And I can't really see another way for these two to have a bigger match than this. I feel like they have to face each other at WrestleMania. This potentially could be Randy Orton's best matches at WrestleMania, just because Kevin Owens really knows how to put on a show, as we've seen when he was facing Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. Like, Kevin knows how to put on a show. what better way than to put him with Randy Orton? I can literally see this match being one of those where they're all over the place, just like Stone Cold and him were, and Kevin Owens is getting RKO'd in the crowd at WrestleMania 41 in Vegas. How freaking awesome would that be? I would love it. As far as Sami Zayn goes, I don't really know how I feel about him, because I feel like his hype has died down a lot, and it's honestly due to the fact that he kept getting overshadowed by the bloodline, and that's honestly where that issue comes from, is WWE just kept making Sami Zayn this huge victim, and unfortunately when you keep doing that to someone who has such a big pop, eventually the crowd's not going to care as much about him. Yes, they love when he comes out, but there's not really much hype about Sami Zayn, and I kind of feel bad because I feel like he should have something. I mean, he is a great character if they use him properly. And let's be honest, like Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn just did not do it for us when they faced at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, that was supposed to be a huge match, and they've really dropped the ball on that. They didn't do well on that. I don't know where they're going to take Sami Zayn, but I definitely want to see him going for a mid-card title. I think that would be pretty cool for him, what they have in store for Sami Zayn in the future. Let's move on to the men's elimination chamber. We need to talk about this. Okay, so we have Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Logan Paul, Seth freaking Rollins, and CM Punk, and John Cena. I forgot, can't see him. All jokes aside, let's talk about the fact that Drew McIntyre got eliminated by Damian Priest. Damian Priest eliminated the Scottish Warrior. Are we freaking serious right now? Like, what on earth are we doing? I'm sorry, Damian, but like, seriously, come on, guys. Like, Drew McIntyre should have been in the final three. I don't care what anybody says. That was freaking so bad. I was so upset when I saw that. Drew McIntyre deserves better. What on earth are they doing to him? Why do they keep doing this to him? I'm absolutely not in agreement with this. I don't understand what the purpose of that was. They should have kept Drew McIntyre for the final three. And then we move on to then Logan Paul eliminating Damian Priest. Okay, that one makes sense. That's what should have happened first. Logan Paul should have eliminated Damian Priest. Drew McIntyre should have stayed in there. I don't care what anybody else says. Like, that is freaking insane. Then we had Logan Paul and Seth freaking Rollins both eliminated by CM Punk. Okay, I am a fan of the fact that CM Punk and John Cena were the final two. I absolutely love that. That was such a great move. Like I said, though, I don't think Logan Paul should have been in the final four. He should have been out. Drew McIntyre should have been in the picture with Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, and John Cena. It just makes so much sense to put all the superstars in at once. I don't know why they keep doing this. They did the same thing in Royal Rumble. Like, why was Logan Paul in the final three? I mean, come on, guys. That makes absolutely zero sense. Logan Paul has not earned that spot. There was not a single part of that was believable that Logan Paul was going to win the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber. He needs to get out of there. Like, that is so unfair to all these superstars that have worked so hard. I don't care what anybody says. Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, John Cena should have been the final four. Okay, so then we move on. You can have Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre in there. I'm not like really against either one of them getting eliminated first, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case, right? So then we had Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, John Cena left. That was quite interesting. Seth being believable to win the Elimination Chamber wasn't really there. If Drew took that spot instead, that was way more believable. So Seth was definitely somebody we knew was going to be out. So then when they left it to CM Punk and John Cena, it was interesting to see Seth kind of screw CM Punk from winning, and then John kind of taking over that, and John using that help to eliminate CM Punk was very interesting. And at first it didn't make sense because he's an ultimate babyface. So we were like, what the heck is going on? And then, of course, The Rock and Travis Scott come out. Cody Rhodes is out there. This is feeling like NWO when we got that heel turn from Hulk Hogan. John Cena goes to hug Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, and all of a sudden there feels to be this tension. And then when The Rock looks at John Cena does that mean mugging face that is so freaking perfect as a heel turn. That was absolutely cinema when Rock was looking at John Cena and he went like this. Although, why was there two fingers there? I feel like there's still two more people at least that are supposed to join, right? Like, there is something about that, or is it just me? Because I feel like this group is about to get bigger. Travis Scott is going to stay for some reason. And wow, did he beat the crap out of Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare? Did we see his face? Oh my goodness, that was insanity. Good job to Travis Scott. He really made it feel special. Even though he was an outsider, he wasn't a wrestler. Like, he came from the outside world, came into the squared circle, and somehow made it so special. Just like back when NWO had some outsiders come in and made the group feel even more special. This felt exactly like that. So I'm really excited and hoping to see Travis Scott in the future with this group. Who knows what this group is going to be called? But the Final Boss and John Cena joining together. I mean, who freaking thought this was going to happen? And wow, did that break my heart to see the fact that John Cena was teaming up with The Rock. Out of all my years of watching pro wrestling, my favorite feud was The Rock and John Cena, and when they faced back-to-back at WrestleMania, I mean, that was one of the best storylines of all time. So then to see the fact that they're teaming up, I mean, does that kind of put a little twist to that storyline we once knew? Does that make it feel a little bit different? Kind of, sort of, but not in a bad way. This is such a rare, special moment in wrestling history. We rarely, and I mean rarely, get these kind of moments. To finally be a part of such a big moment is freaking insanity. John Cena being in his final run, farewell tour, retiring as a heel, turning heel, knowing he's the ultimate babyface was honestly such a great, smart move, because yes, we all love John Cena. We all want to cheer him. We were so happy to see him in his farewell tour. But, you know, it makes so much sense allowing CM Punk to bash him. Not that they really need to allow CM Punk to do that, because CM Punk's just going to say whatever he wants, as we know from the pipe bomb. But regardless, there was obviously something fishy about the fact that John Cena just wasn't showing up and wasn't building storyline, wasn't qualifying for the Elimination Chamber, just declaring wherever he wants to be when he wants to be. So that started tying in and made much more sense. And then also the fact that John Cena is doing something grand, something big, going out with such a banger. I mean, that is incredible. Such an incredible move. I'm definitely interested to see like who wrote this, because as we know back from Bad Blood, The Rock already teases it. We had no idea, like none. He went like this and then he went like this. We had zero clue that this was happening. So I'm really curious, who is the mastermind behind this? Like, was it Triple H? Was it The Rock? Was it John Cena? Or was it all three of them coming together? Obviously it could be Nick Khan, it could be Paul Heyman, it could be a bunch of masterminds coming together. But this is freaking awesome. So excited to see where this leads to, because absolutely zero people predicted this to happen. None. Zero. Nobody predicted this. This wasn't on anybody's predictions card that, hey, John Cena's going to turn heel and join The Rock. We had to know something was going on once John Cena was standing out there the whole time when The Rock and Cody Rhodes were having their moments. We just didn't know what was going on. And the fact that when he turned heel, we were all freaking shocked. Like, none of us could see that coming is freaking insane. We were going through the options of if Cody Rhodes is going to accept or decline The Rock's offer. There was a potential that, okay, maybe Cody Rhodes declines his offer. What fun was that going to be? What could be so interesting if Cody Rhodes declines The Rock's offer? But when to think if he was going to accept it, we thought, okay, maybe there was going to be like a moment, a huge villain moment like Thanos or Darth Vader, that Cody Rhodes is going to come out and become Cody Lander, the ultimate heel. No. We need to backtrack here. That villain moment was set up for John Cena. That is insane. Absolutely insanity, pure cinema, the best story I've ever seen in my life. I cannot wait to see what happens here moving forward. This is going to be so exciting with WrestleMania 41 coming up. As a wrestling fan, we are living some of the best moments ever in the history of pro wrestling. So I am excited to see what happens here next. Can't wait to see John Cena come on the screen again, talk about this. I'm in this predicament of who am I rooting for? Am I rooting for John Cena and The Rock, the final boss? Or am I rooting for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes? Because I can't really pick. Obviously, Cody Rhodes has his Cody crybabies. He's the ultimate babyface. But John Cena just freaking turned heel. John Cena turned heel. That is someone I don't know if I could root against because I love it. But he's a heel, so of course we have to root against him, right? Regardless, this was the best PLE I've ever seen in my life. Every segment was freaking awesome. One that was a whatever moment in the PLE was Tiffany and Trish, but again, I thought it was a fun match either way because I do think Nia Jax and Candice LeRae also did a great job building it up. Honestly, I was pretty impressed by them. So overall, 9.2. I'm literally shocked. I don't know about you guys, but this is gonna be an epic year of pro wrestling in 2025, in John Cena's farewell tour, in the retirement final run. I'm thrilled. Can't wait to see what happens next. If you enjoyed this video here, please like and subscribe for more wrestling content with your girl Anna here.